Good morning, Modern Steaders.
Good morning. Kind of dark.
It is a dreary day out. We've been saying that for the last few mornings lately.
This is pretty dreary.
It is very dreary today. And I don't think the sun's going to come out too good, which isn't good for the solar. But this is a perfect winter to be learning about solar and how it's going to work in our area, and if there's any changes we need to make for next winter. So that is awesome. But it is definitely dreary out, and it's been this way for a while. But we're not going to be working on the heat up at the off-grid property today. I ended up having to order a few more components. There's a few things I needed, and I thought they were going to have them in stock locally, but a couple of them are very specific to what I want and the needs we want. One of them to be more energy efficient, so when we get the parts and pieces in, I'll talk to you about them then and explain to you why we got the specific things we're looking for in different things. So one of them we had to order, and I don't know when that's going to be in yet. I'm hoping in like 2 more days. That would be nice. So instead, we're going to be working on our French door today, because it'll be nice to have a door going to the greenhouse. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Hope.
I've been wandering lately. Come on. Here you go. Here you go.
We turned the heat up last night in here, so that way our door would warm up nicely. Oh yeah, that'd be perfect for painting today. The warmer it is, the quicker the paint will dry. We ended up getting a French door for the greenhouse side of the tiny house. We're gonna want this black, just like we have the front door and the same color as the windows and the garage door when that comes in. So we're gonna disassemble all this today and paint it black. We could have ordered it and got it black, but if it came black, all this trim around the window is still white, and that just looked foolish. So we figured if we're gonna have to paint the trim, we might as well just paint the whole door.
Plus it's not in stock. We would have to wait for it to come in. This was in stock. took off the hinges, I didn't know there was a certain one that goes with each one. So this is why we're labeling them.
Makes it easier if you put the same ones back on when you took them off, because all the screw holes and everything are lined up, and the hinges are supposed to be the same, but they're not.
So I just took them all off, stuck them in here, and then it made it a little bit more difficult to install the entry door.
Here, I'll show you a trick. We tried doing this to the front door, but for some reason the front door, the sails did not want to come out. But usually you can pull these sails out. Come on, I had to, there we go. Then, so these are just pressure fitted in, so we can take these off so we don't got a mask around them. But the front door we had, I pulled and pulled until I didn't dare pull anymore. So I don't know if the other ones were nailed in, stapled in, or what, but these ones are not.
It sounds like a book.
I huffed it, I puffed.
I huffed it, I puffed it now. That'll just be easier for me to hold the handle here. Look at that. No turning back now.
Alright, first coat is done. We'll let it dry. We'll come back out in a little bit, put the second coat on, see if the second coat does it or if we need to do a third coat. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, I don't want to do a third coat.
Me neither.
I don't mind doing a second coat, but after that,
You're done.
Well, it is that time of the year. Yep, we took the Christmas tree out of the house. Now we get to go feed it to the goats. So, not only do we get to enjoy it, but the goats do too. This is the goats' favorite part about Christmas. Is that a scary Christmas tree? Huh? Is that a scary Christmas tree? You crazy boy. We gotta give it to the goats. Come on. Where you going? We're going this way, dude. Come on. He's got poop. Merry Christmas, girls.
watch out. Oh, goodness. You like to always be underneath there, don't you?
Hairball. There you go, Daisy, your first Christmas tree.
I don't even know what to do with that.
Got some good stuff or what? You smell that Christmas tree? Does that smell good or what?
What do you think, Wigglebot? What do you think, Wigglebot?
The first coat is on and dried, and it looks really good. I'm hopeful that we only have to put one more coat on, and it's gonna have good coverage. We can let them dry, and then tomorrow morning, we can get up to the offered property and get this installed.
And I will be happy when they're installed.
Yes.
And got my paintbrushes, but thankfully I brought some more down. You know, when you go wash them, and I said, don't forget them. But
Yeah,
actually, it's probably better because they're not wet.
I don't think we could use them yet because
No.
they're all gonna be wet full
Right.
of water.
I tried bringing them out, but you know how that is.
Luckily on the rollers, we just wrap them in plastic and they don't dry out. We probably could have done the same thing with the paintbrushes, but we have enough.
Yeah. Just get a couple runs. I was gonna say that's your fault.
So we'll let it dry and then we can put it all back together. Well, it is a beautiful morning up here at the off-grid property. It's about 28 degrees out and that sun wants to come out.
It sure does. I'm already squinting.
It's gonna be good weather for installing our door today. It's not too cold.
Right. It's a great day for this.
Yes,
For a winter day.
it sure is. All right, so let's get that doorway finished, cut out. And we gotta shovel off the sidewalk and then we can install the door. We have it all in the back of the truck. Looks like it survived the trip, so. Ready to finish cutting out this doorway.
now we gotta switch to another one. Another tool. So I only had 2 of the regular lags, and I have some tap cons. I'm gonna do one. I did 1 on each side, and I'm gonna do 1 tap con on each side too. There we go. I want to tape the seams of the doorway, and then we're going to get the door in and test fitted.
inside.
Do it inside and then like right now.
Yep.
Maybe come back in.
Yep.
Give you the pins maybe.
Where are they? In your pocket.
All right, before we put the other screw in, let's try it. Oh yeah, that works good. And down below. All right, let's shut the door. I like that. Oops. Make sure it looks nice. Nice and straight still.
I think that's good.
That's what I want to hear. I think the door being shut and the sun hitting it will help all of the seals really break in. Some of them are a little tight, but I think that's just because they're new and it's cold out. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm gonna use some zip flashing up top to seal the top of the door so no water can come in. It's not the proper way of doing it, but we are not planning on using this brick molding. So come springtime when we side the hole out of the building, we're gonna take the trim off, flash it properly with tape, and then we'll put a piece of flashing on the top of the molding that we're using at that point. This right now is just temporary to keep everything watertight till we side it all. I'm really happy with the looks of that door.
I like it. Have a couple little touch-ups that we'll do when it gets warm out.
Yeah.
Because of it, just because of the way the tape came off. You have that one anytime when you paint.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll paint the inside later on.
Yep.
I like it. I think it looks sharp.
It brightens it up really nice.
Yeah.
Inside the greenhouse area. Once we get the windows, it's really gonna be nice and bright. So this should actually help keep the whole house warmer and maybe even help warm it up. When the sun comes out, it'll be blaring right through those two glass windows, and it'll help warm that up and really help heat up the concrete, I think.
Yep.
It feels nice to have the French door on. One more thing, closed in and keeping the whole tiny house weather tight. It should keep it a lot warmer, especially since the upstairs is still open to the upstairs of the rest of the house. So we're hoping by having that door in, it'll keep the whole house warmer. We're still waiting on some items to come in so we can finish hooking up, or so we can start hooking up the heating. I thought I had everything that we would need, or what I didn't have, I thought everything would be available in stock, but it's not. So it's ordered. It should be here hopefully in a couple of days. So we'll have to wait and see, but this should help keep the house warmer while we're waiting for the heat. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys mean a lot to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, it really helps. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you are subscribed, check and make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. I don't know why, but they like to play that game every once in a while. So thanks for coming along on our journey, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.